Oh my God. Force it forward. Wow.
And welcome back, everybody. This is the 2016 U.S. Open 10-Ball Championship. We're here at the Predator Arena at the Rio in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Freddie Agnier. I'm joined by George Teachea.
Hello, everybody.
George, we have a great matchup here. We are on the B side.
On the B side, the one-loss side, we've had some great matches. Started out with 52 players in the U.S. Open 10-Ball Championships. We're down to the final 6. These two gentlemen, and then Edgy and John Mora. Edgy Geronimo and John Mora are playing tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And waiting for the winner of these 4 gentlemen is Shane Van Boning. And then again, waiting there in the hot seat is Rodney Morris.
Hall of Famer Rodney Morris.
Yeah.
So this matchup, we have Oscar Dominguez. This is Oscar's 3rd or so time on the TV table. And one of the young guns, Skyler Woodward. You can see their Fargo rating there is just about even, giving Skyler the 55-45 edge. Oscar to break as he won the lag. It's alternating breaks. Oscar actually just hit those harder than he has been in the other matches.
Yeah, and he got rewarded. He's got balls going in all over the place. His table's leaking. Something new to the scoreboard on the bottom. He shows the Fargo rate percentages. Their actual Fargo rate is right next to it. And these guys are pretty close. They're 8 points apart. So this is pretty much I guess as close to even a match as you can get, 55-45, unless they're both rated exactly the same.
It's only a 10-point difference, isn't it? It's less than 10 points.
Yeah, it's 8 points.
So Oscar's first shot is a little bit sharp here. I don't know if he's playing safe. He could just go ahead and try to cut it in and go back and forth.
He's looking at cutting it in.
Stay behind the
He just came over, gave it a good look, and
feeling it. It's early.
He's not only feeling it, he looks determined. Says, I came here to play.
No.
And he came to play, but not with that shot.
Not with that shot.
And he's left the shot, and he'll follow this straight down. Will he hit the 10? It's going to come close to hitting the 10 ball.
10 is in play. Could draw it. I mean, if you're really feeling this. Skyler Woodward is from
drawing the ball.
Paducah, Kentucky. One of the best bankers in the world right now. Like all Kentucky players are, apparently. Paducah, Kentucky is where Buddy Hall used to hails from.
One's from close to the East Coast. The other one is close to the West Coast, or on the West Coast. California, Kentucky, and that shot didn't work out for Skyler either. And Oscar's going to get his jump cue.
Jump cue. It's a half ball jump.
No, wait, he might.
Massey.
No,
I don't think he has
that's
an edge.
just too far away to Massey. You can't. It's hard to control. That's a fine shot. I would think that. Let's see what he does. He's just going to spin over. He might be able to see it with inside English.
Just a half Massey here.
Oh no, he's looking at a little bit of a jump. Yeah, that ball's traveling 7 feet into, I don't know. These guys do it better than I do, so I don't have a problem. I like to watch them. Yeah. But it's the beginning of the match. As it is a race to 10.
Yeah, just a little bit of swerve, I guess he's going to do here. Just a little bit of swerve.
He's just going to let the natural English take and overcut it.
He hit it.
But
well,
look,
that's all he had.
He's going to reward him because he's going to hook him.
He overcut it because that's all he had was a piece of it. So just needed to swerve it just a hair more. And of course, a new cloth, the cloth slides farther before the English grabs.
Yeah, he hit what he could, and it wasn't enough.
And now the one ball lays a little bit closer, but this isn't by any means easy. It's not hanging, I don't think.
Oh no, this is a tough shot. The loser of this match goes home with $1,500 in 5th, 6th place.
It's a 5-6 match.
The winner proceeds in his quest for first place. He's got 3 players to work through, or he'll have 2 matches to work through. Excuse me.
Good angle there. It's only a half ball jump. And these tables, of course, are so solid that it won't take much to get over this 4 ball. I think he makes this ball.
Nice call, Freddie. He's going to be behind the 4.
He is behind the 4. Didn't get the reward.
Great shot, no reward. But he continues to shoot.
That's right.
It's better than giving up ball in hand, right?
He's going to be kicking at this. Surely he's not going to jump from this short distance. Passe maybe? Yeah. Either.
These guys are very cordial with each other while they were warming up on the table. Kind of joking, having fun. They look relaxed.
So if he kicks at this, just has to make sure he doesn't scratch right behind the 2.
They know each other well. Let's see what path they took to get to where they are.
Well, while you look that up, yeah, of course they know each other well. Skyler's been running around
tearing
these
everything
tournaments since he was little.
And
there's the scratch. Oh, it didn't. Look at that. It's close. Good shot. Ends up being fairly good.
Skyler Woodward. Let's see how he got to where he got. Started off yesterday at 10 o'clock playing Taylor Anderson. 10-6 win. Jesse Smith a 10-2 win. Oscar Dominguez. He beat Oscar to put him in this position.
All right.
So, yes, they've met before this. They met yesterday at 5:30 p.m. And he beat Oscar 10-5. Then he played Rodrigo Geronimo and beat him 10-1.
That's edgy Geronimo.
Edgy. And then he played Shane Van Boning, who sent him to the loser's side 10-5. And since he's been on the one-loss side, I don't want to say loser's side.
The B side.
This is his first match on the B side.
Safety
Oscar,
allowed.
on the other hand, Oscar just finished defeating John Smith, and before that he played Jason Clatton, defeated him too, leaving Jason in 9th place, leaving John Smith 7/8. And then where did he come from from the beginning?
Well, we saw him play Donnie Mills after he had a bye.
Donnie Mills was his second match after a bye, exactly. And then he played Skyler and lost, and he's been in the one-loss side for a few matches. So
this is one This is one of the longer first games that we've had here. Neither one of them can get going on the next ball after that jump shot and the one ball in the corner pocket by Skyler. Both of them have hit this ball a couple times now and left it nowhere.
Where is he going to kick this 2 ball to? Did he call it
somewhere
on the side? Or is he going to kick it safe?
I would think he's trying to kick it safe.
And did he kick it safe? The answer is no.
Well, Oscar's got a first real offensive shot here, and as good as Oscar's been playing on this table, he favored to get out here.
Apparently on any table.
That's the key to this this small table 10 ball. You have to get out when you've got the shot. You're expected to and need to. These guys are professionals. But we've seen how tough it can be sometimes on this table.
It's tough to get a shot sometimes. We just witnessed, Jay and I just witnessed a great match by Shane Van Boning and Rodney Morris, where Rodney was down 6-2, and he came back and wins 10-7. So he wins 8 games to Shane's 1, and Shane really didn't do anything wrong.
No.
He broke dry twice. He got hooked on the break twice, and Rodney was able to convert all 4 of those games.
Right.
So
let's
see how it happens.
The stands were full with for that match.
Oh, right, yes. Because the Moscone points were important there.
Big congratulations to Rodney Morris, the Rocket.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame this October.
Well, he got voted into the Hall of Fame. And
right.
The induction ceremony is in U.S. Open. That's usually where we do it.
That's what I heard. That's where it was going to happen. Where is that being held?
That's a good question because this year is different.
Okay.
Passing of Barry Berman. But it's going to, I believe that Pat Fleming is managing that.
Okay. Well,
we'll find out here. Our stat team will tell us exactly where it is.
Well, if Skyler takes the first, Oscar took the first game. Skyler gets the rack. Excuse me.
Slow start so far, but once Oscar got the first shot, he got out. He did come up long on one of the balls late in the rack, but he was able to navigate and negotiate.
Trying to find out where the U.S. Open is going to be. So BCA Championships, UK Open, Sports Tour. Here we go. August, October. It's not till October, so I can just keep going here on AZ Billiards.
Skyler breaking from the traditional spot now on these tables, off the head rail, just a hair to the right as he views it. Second ball in from the second row right to the side pocket. That's the standard break. Good speed on the break. He didn't two-ton it. More like a 75% break. Pop it up.
U.S. Open 9-ball championships in Norfolk.
Yeah, it's always in the Norfolk Chesapeake area. Just whether the question is going to be whether they have it at the same location as they
Sheridan, Waterside Hotel. Coming right over for the 3-ball off this deuce. Bounce, bounce, and there we go. Leads into the 3. Probably go what? He's going to come underneath the 7, not around it. Nicely done. Little stop shot.
Yeah, he solved this rack.
I was going to say, a stop shot gets him straight in. A little follow gives him the angle to go to the, leads him to the 6th ball.
Right. Stay on the side rail.
Inside the 7. Inside the 7 right there. Hello. And from here, it's just
he wasn't thrilled with it, but he's going to get there, but he wasn't thrilled with it.
He's coming back to where he is.
Straight back to where he is.
Yeah, close to where he is. Just a little bit of an angle to get closer to the 9, probably. Kind of like that. I should put it exactly where he was.
Oscar looks like he's going to go to sleep. You know, when we take a shot of Oscar like this while he was watching his opponent, it's almost like he's meditating.
And we'll be tied at 1s.
1-1.
They both have a game under their belt, and they both held break. And although the first game was tricky, they both came to the table several times.
Right.
Or a couple times, anyway, apiece. And then here are the next 2 racks, not so much. The next rack, not so much.
Oscar hit his first rack harder than he had in the previous match that he played on this table. I expect him to slow that down, just like Skyler's break was, that 75%.
These guys are pretty close as far as their AZ Billiards, AZB money winning so far. They're $8,000 apart.
Same spot here.
13th and 22nd.
That's the break that he's been using.
And that's the break that got bumped over, almost bumped over to the side.
Dead straight on the 1 ball. Yep. Does he have enough angle to punch that over?
I don't see where the 2 ball. There's the 2 ball over there by the 3.
Ball.
Okay.
The 2 ball doesn't pass the 3 ball.
George. The ball's on the rail just about, isn't it? It's on the rail.
The 1 ball is on the rail.
In that case, I'm going to say he's got. No, he doesn't have an angle to get over. He doesn't have an angle. I don't think he has the angle to get over to the 2 ball in the lower left-hand corner, line up on it. If he's going to shoot that shot next, he's going to want to line up it real well. He might be able to create an angle, though, with his draw, but nope, didn't do it. Didn't try to.
I don't think he's banking this unless
he's coming down below the 10. Or he's going to come between the 5-9 and up behind the 10, either way. Either straight down.
There's a wall of balls down there.
Straight down to the middle.
Good shot.
Instead of trying to did he get there?
He got there. He's definitely hooked.
He's full ball hooked.
He can do Skyler can jump. Can always jump.
Skyler can jump or he can jump, right? Because going to the side rails, both sides, I think the 8-ball has him for that 2-railer, and then the 3-ball has him for the other 2-railer. No, maybe not.
But it's tight.
It's tight. No, I don't think. No, it doesn't.
One
it doesn't
rail?
have him. No, he's going to 2-rail it. No, it's tight. It's real tight. You called it. It looks real tight.
I think he's going to grab his jump stick in a second. He's not going to jump from here with the shooting stick, I don't think. Skyler shoots with a Mucci cue with one of the low squirt shafts.
Low deflection shafts?
From Mucci, the pro shaft.
Oh, okay. And Oscar?
Not easy to jump with that cue.
Oscar looks like he plays with the wood-to-wood joint also.
Yeah, Oscar shoots with a Mez.
Okay. All right, he was talking about, who was he talking about? They both had the same cue, or the same shaft.
Same shaft.
Only Oscar's, there was a little bit of a difference. Well, he's elevating.
Sure. And there's a nice shot of his jump shaft.
Mm-hmm.
And he's jumping with his hand on the rail, so that helps out. Gets a little longer strike. Should have no problem hitting this ball.
Elevation. Double hits the ball.
Safe.
Do you get penalized for that?
I think you get extra points.
Oh, you get extra points?
Probably.
Well, he got a little bit of a bonus because he left him dead hook behind a 5. So
that second hit helped.
Mm-hmm. Second hit sent the cue ball to the right place.
I don't know if Oscar can spin kick this.
He's calling. Like he's going to.
He's calling the corner pocket.
This is kind of like a little low 1-pocket kick shot to the corner pocket.
Right.
Yeah, you hit right there and you slice that in. The cue ball's coming back to
behind
the 4-5, right by the 4-5. If he hits it well, he could hit the 4 and stick it behind the 5.
And the 9 is there too, so even if he doesn't get behind,
and so is the 7 for that matter. But he hit it very, very thin, and has left a combination on the 3-ball or a bank shot.
No sellout here, but you'd think Skyler will shoot this combination. Pockets are tight.
No sellout, but something to work with.
Something to work with. He's up at the table staring at the 2 balls right in the face. Pockets are about 4.5 inches. I was out there on the table and they looked just slightly under 4.5.
Really? Yeah, these I guess the Pro Cut Diamonds, nice shot. He's going to use the 5 and use the 4 to stop it. Plus it opens up the. It was in a good place to begin with. It only had 1 pocket, the one on the right, the 4-ball. So now it's got the one on the left.
Pretty good safety there.
Yes.
There's no jump shot here.
No.
One rail kick to one side isn't there.
And they don't like 1-rail kicks. They're too easy to miss. You know, it's funny how a 2-rail kick's probably easier to hit than a 1-rail kick.
Yeah, because the angles they don't 100% cancel out, but they help to cancel out when you're aiming correctly, close to the correct line.
It's early in the match, 1-1.
Yeah, no, this is another.
But Oscar's looking around. He says, "What am I going to do with this?"
Grab my chalk and think again. This is another sparring game.
And we're in the Predator arena, and they're using Predator chalk.
Oscar decided that tying up the 4-ball was his best shot. Oscar says push. Of course, there are 4 or 5 shots into this game.
What was Skyler laughing about? Oh, he said push? That's why he was laughing. Okay.
Skyler seeing if he can play a carom if he ever gets down here.
Now, that's using the cue ball to measure. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, that's a little bit different than this lining it up, but you can't take the cue ball.
But he set it down.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
As long as he's not using it to try to fit it between.
Okay.
To see if it fits between or a ball fits in between. I think it's okay if you're trying to place it and then you realize, hey, I can't even place it, but you can't use the cue ball to see if an object ball slides in between 2 spaces. The rules committee people. He's going to try to break this out. He did break it out.
Try to break it out. He did, and now he's just opened up the rack. He just took care of the problem ball.
And if he leaves the cue ball right there, he's on the floor, so he doesn't have to do anything if he doesn't want to.
He'll bring it back just a hair to get it off the rail. He doesn't want to be shooting, right off the rail. So
sure. He's got an angle, so the cue ball is going to come off the rail.
I mean, he's in ideal place.
Solved it, I think. This is the key ball here.
I think the key ball.
The key ball was really the breakout, but now that he's broken
that was awesome.
Out,
yeah,
he's a little bit below this. He's not going to like it. He breathed a little hard there. He's just a hair below it.
Yeah, cue ball goes into the 10 or little. He's got to come. Well,
you can see him smirking here.
Yeah, doesn't like the 9 ball. Doesn't like the 10 ball.
And so by doing that, he's telling us he's thinking about hitting back and forth, or
he doesn't want a chance getting behind the 9.
Right.
But he's going to have to contend with this 10 ball.
Like
he has to avoid it. He's going to
two rails around and miss the ball. Is that
having to avoid the 10? He elevated and missed the shot.
Wow, that was a complete unforced error.
Ouch, he says, I don't like this table. I remember the last match I played here didn't treat me so nice. He played Shane Van Boning on this table and had some problems.
Oscar's going to try to take advantage of this.
Oh, yes.
And I think
this was Oscar's break, right?
Yes.
So he'll be back on break if he runs this out.
And you should predict he does. Took the harder shot to get the easier position.
But he didn't get too straight, but he's straighter than he wants to be. He'll follow it up 2 rails for the 9 in the left-hand corner.
Right.
Oh, he's going to come all the way down for the side. And he didn't get there.
Somewhere.
Yes, he did. Now, see, this shot he's going to shoot. He's going to have to put a little bit of right-hand English on his cue ball, go to the rail, and come back. He's going to go up. No, he's going to go around. He's taking the scratch out of it, because I was about to say, when you use right-hand English and cut the 9 in, hit the bottom rail, and spin towards the rail, that side pocket comes into play so often. Oh, my. It comes into play so often. So he just took that out of play completely.
Went inside and around the table.
He said, there aren't any pockets where I'm going, so this is the area I'm driving through.
2-1, Oscar Dominguez. We're on serve, but both of Oscar's breaks. Several innings.
Opportunities, yeah.
Skyler actually had the opportunity to run out.
Yes. Well, he I don't want to say he got funny on that 5 ball, but
he did.
He had to elevate and avoid the 10 ball, by drawing the ball, and he was close to the rail.
This playing position on the side pockets on small tables is more challenging. There's less margin for error. Just a little bit out of angle could get you into trouble. That right there, that showed. It's going to come up a lot in the 8 ball in a couple of days, for sure.
It'll come up,
but it has definitely come up in the 10 balls, and we've talked about it several times, George.
Yep, sure does. I mean, I'm like Earl. I don't like side pockets. I don't like shooting balls to side pockets.
Yeah, I'm like Earl too.
And Skyler right now,
except for the playing ability.
Yeah, Skyler doesn't like side pockets right now either. Swallowed up his cue ball.
Swallowed up his cue ball that time. Huckman didn't take the 5 ball, but it took the cue ball. 2 ball looks like it's buried. I don't think he can make it with ball in hand.
Oh, he's fine. He can maneuver the cue ball to come in between the 7 and the deuce. He's going to do what he wants to do here, because he's got the 1 ball close to the 2 and ball in hand to break it up. Is he calling the 9 ball?
I think he'd be calling the 1 ball off the 9.
Right.
1 ball in the corner. Just get those 2 out and float forward.
For a brief moment, I forgot we were playing 10 ball.
Play the 9 ball. Yay. Well.
Yeah, he went for the break,
problem.
but
6 ball is always going to be there.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he has enough room to make that 2 ball past that 7.
See how low Oscar got on the table? If I do that, I end up falling asleep. Yeah.
Getting low on the table?
Sure. I mean, his face was right on the bed.
Are you tired?
Well, I would be if my face was on a bed. Safety.
Nice camera work here. Will it go by is the question.
Oh,
The
it
answer
does
is
go
yes.
by easily.
The answer is yes.
I'd love to see that one up close and personal.
And
that's why he stuck his face right on the bed. He had to see.
mm-hmm. Well, I guess now you know how to really look at those close angles.
Goodness, I don't know if I can bend over that far anymore. Oh, the 6 ball looks awful.
And he just kind of glanced at that 4-10 combo to see if he wants to even bother trying to run this rack out. Because if he's lying perfect to get perfect on the combo.
Might as well shoot it. 4 ball would be sliding up table, maybe between the 5 and 6. I think maybe the 6 ball goes for
And
me.
he's playing the combo.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
The balls are close together. If a combo is easy, you might say this one is, with the exception that the 10 ball has a long way to travel to the side pocket. And there was a corner in the way. You just have to cut shot on the 4.
Struggle.
He's looking at that to see if the point moved on the side pocket.
Well, don't look away because it won't move if you keep on staring at it. But the moment you look away,
It
come
moves.
back and open up these pockets like...
I tell you. These trick tables that we have here at the U.S. Open is kind of amazing, isn't it?
6 ball is still sort of funny. Maybe we could...
But the 5 ball is close, close to it. So the right angle on the 5 leads you to the 6 to break it up. If you need to break it up or to get what you want, take an easy bank on it. The 7 ball is...
well, that's true. He could always just play for the bank.
Yeah.
That'd be a simple bank. And Skyler is a bank pull champion.
He could play this 4 ball off the 6 right here.
I like that. I like that.
And it just solved his problems.
Straight in the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Not only solved his problems.
Skyler's still wincing here, like maybe he didn't like it.
The 7 ball might not go by the 9. He's going to have to slide it. He might have to slide it off the rail. And that can be tricky because sliding it off that head rail can hang it up. These tables are starting, this new cloth is starting to bite now, so just not sliding as easy.
It almost feels like he doesn't want to slam this. But you might have to. Because he wants to get to the center, closer to the center of the table, so he can just slide up table for that 7. The 7 must go. It's almost, yeah, so he cheated the pocket in order to stay on that side of the 6 ball, so he can just slide on up. The 7 may not go, as you were saying, George. Oh, it goes by a mile.
By a mile?
Yeah.
I think it's by a quarter mile.
Yeah,
It looks like it does, but like I said, you got to be careful with it.
I thought maybe he wanted to stay there so he can play carom, but it goes.
Well, let's just say you can't miss it to the pro side.
I've never liked that saying, because if you miss it on the pro side, that means you missed.
So that makes you not a pro?
Pro side or not, you missed.
Oh, like you said, that goes by a mile.
Yeah.
You didn't just slide it in, you fired it in.
Fired it in.
Yeah.
For these tables, fired it in.
Well, we know your eyes are better than mine.
That's what LASIK surgery does.
Uh-huh. We'll be tied at 2 after this shot.
2-2. Good out. That 4 to the 6 really. 4 off the 6.
4 off the 6. It just solved the puzzle, didn't it?
Yes.
Oscar's break when it's even. When the score's even, Oscar will be breaking as he won the lag. So here we are, the U.S. Open in Las Vegas, Nevada.
U.S. Open 10 ball. A lot of people in this ballroom here as the amateur championship is happening.
Oh, I'd like
at the
to
same time.
Yeah, the amateur championship. I'd like to give a big shout out to Tenador Lee from Phoenix, Arizona, who just won the gold division in the 9 ball.
Oh, excellent.
So we had a local player from Arizona
Picture perfect break here. He's on the one ball. Every ball's out in the open. He's got a shot. 2 balls sitting there in the center of the table. I don't want to put the commentator curse on, but there should be. There should be.
Are you trying to say this is a road map?
This is a Cosmo.
A Cosmo.
Tom Cosmo.
Oh, I don't know that saying. I don't know Tom Cosmo.
The easy run out.
You say Cosmo, I'm thinking martini.
Cosmo? No.
Yeah.
Cosmo.
And over. And back.
Might be a Northeast thing. Danny Diliberto says that all the time.
We following here?
Following 2 rails around the 5. 1, 2.
Around the 5.
Cute shot. I think, I guess that was the right shot.
6 ball in the side. Yeah.
Seemed too cute, but.
Because it comes off the rail on the right line. A little bit back. Side pocket here. 7 ball, corner pocket. 9 ball, corner pocket. The one on top. 7 ball, the one on the bottom. 10 ball on the opposite one.
Really should be no problem. I think most people can see the out here.
Does that mean we get a nap?
That's right. That's right.
You were talking about that earlier, so I'm putting that on you. Skyler's in the chair. He says, I'm getting used to it in this pit. But they're trading racks, so his turn comes right after this one.
And just make sure you make this, slide it right in. The cue ball's coming across the table.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have
the
to think
old
about
center English gets you where you need to go.
Cinch it.
You leave it on the rail. Just start a little off. Make sure you come off. There you go.
Break and run. Break and run for Oscar. Look at the break. Set it all up. That was perfect break. Shot in the one.
Mm-hmm.
Easy shot in the one with an angle.
You called it off the break. You said, I don't want to put the commentator's curse, but this is over.
The Cos.
Yeah.
Cosmo.
The Cosmo. And see if Skyler has a Cosmo. I'll have to try to remember that. They're both breaking from about the same spot. They're both hitting the rack about the same way. So I'm going to say that the break is pretty standard for both of these guys. They're using the same break and getting about the same results. Now, who is this player right here? Do we know him?
His name is on the tip of my tongue. Taylor.
Taylor Anderson?
Maybe.
Yes, Taylor Anderson. Thank you.
It looked like him.
And Taylor Anderson
he's wearing a different shirt.
He had a pretty good tournament. He went pretty deep, didn't he?
Skyler changed his break. He changed the other side because he scratched, and guess what? He scratched again.
Yeah, Taylor Anderson lost his first match to Skyler, then had a bye on the one lost side, played Brandon Schuff and defeated him. Chris Byers defeated. Sean Wilkie defeated Josh Roberts and lost to John Smith. So he went pretty deep, and he actually ended up 9th through 12th and cashed out for $600.
Got the money.
He probably broke even for the week if he didn't gamble in Las Vegas.
Well, we can't
There's
count
always
that
that.
because
No,
nobody will break even.
Well, sometimes people win in Las Vegas. I mean,
that's the hope that you want to give them.
That's the
come
that's
to
the
Las
hope
Vegas.
Mm-hmm. We built this whole city and great resorts and casinos on good faith because it wasn't your money that built it. And if you buy that, guess what? I have this bridge I can sell you at low price.
Skyler had scratched again on the break. He moved his break to the right as we view it, as he had scratched to the left last time. So maybe he was trying to fade over hedge to the right as we view it, but he still scratched over there.
He'll cut this ball and come right over for the 5. Looking nice. I think he put his iPhone navigation on for this rack, and he's going to navigate right through this, no problem.
Oscar's got the ball on the string right now.
Mm-hmm. I think he finally solved those side rails he was been having trouble with earlier in other matches.
Yeah, he just has to remember.
Mm-hmm. Well,
slide this over.
A good table mechanic remembers where the
exactly
where the faults are, if there are faults. So on this diamond table, they don't have any. They're just built so well. It's great equipment. I mean, they're not called beer boxes or bar boxes for a reason. They play like a pool table. They're a pool table. They're just a 7-foot pool table. That's right.
For those of you who have never played on a 7-foot Pro-Am table from Diamond, you are missing out, and you should find your way to a local place that has one, or go out and buy one.
Mm-hmm. You know, all in all, they're not that expensive. And if there's a, event close by, they sell some of the tables from events. They'll sell some of them.
Sure.
At a bargain.
In the North San Diego area, we have a few pubs that have these tables in them.
Mm-hmm. They have the Diamond Smart tables.
Yeah. But this one isn't a smart table. No coin-up system.
It's Pro-Am.
The Pro-Am, but everything is the same on there. It plays exactly the same.
I did notice in the amateur area they did have some smart tables, although they're not using coins, but they did have some smart tables. It's all green fees. So
Oscar back at the same spot he's breaking from. And I suspect Skyler will go back there as well. Again, he hit those balls perfectly, but as we saw in his last match, the ball wiggled there at the end.
Got a shot on the one.
The ball wiggled on something. I'd love to see what that looked like on instant replay, but maybe it's not. We'll replay this match for time. The cue ball. It may have been just spinning. I saw the red dot from over here, but it looked like it sort of settled on something as if it hit a crumb of chalk.
So you're trying to say you're seeing things?
Easily. That's every day. Hearing things, too.
Oh, my. I don't believe that, Freddie.
But the voices in my head say, you're okay today.
Okay. He's playing safe behind the 210, I think.
You don't try to bank this and come down table as a two-way?
It's a free shot. Why not?
Why not? No, it looked like he was staring at the cue ball all the way.
Well, he didn't get the cue ball where he had to get it, so now he's sold out.
Well, we're not going to call this a sellout quite yet.
I will. He'll come off the left side of the one and come right where his cue stick is right now.
If he can get it there, then Skyler has the best of it.
Although he's close to the rails, so he's probably using above center English, which means it's going to kind of kill on that rail.
That's correct. So he wants to hit a little thinner, but there's
there's
lime green ball.
That's correct.
Covering some of that path.
He doesn't want to open it up too thin. Let's see how thin he can hit this ball. There's a side pocket. Hello.
Leap up.
The natural angle.
And Oscar.
He says, "Sit down, Oscar. This is my shot."
Ready to come up.
And he's laughing because you know how they'll wave off the player when they got lucky or they feel they got lucky.
Sure.
So that was a wave off, but could also be taken as, "Hey, sit down. I'm still shooting." And they both just smiled, which is nice to see. When players are competing, things can get heated sometimes. But I don't think anything will ever get heated between these two guys.
They seem pretty friendly with each other.
Very comfortable with each other and friendly. I haven't seen Oscar have a problem with anyone. Sometimes I've watched him play.
He's one of the most approachable professionals out there.
Skyler's very jovial too. It's just very, happy-go-lucky. And
so Skyler followed that ball, trying to run into the 10, and he did run to it, but he just
cut the side of it.
Caught the side of it, and it just rolled to the right, just a hair, and that puts him into a position where he can't really cut this in without letting the cue ball wild.
Well,
he's already called the bank here, but he's not prepared to shoot it. I'm not sure if he's...
because the cue ball's headed up stream too far if he banks it.
Right.
He's got to bank it with a little bit of pace, and he's going to probably... I'm going to say he wants to get there. He's going to draw the cue ball 2 rails around the 6.
Try to one pocket shot here. Hide behind the 8 ball and try to lag this 4 ball. He's not lagging.
He did it softly and held the ball. I thought he was going to come around, and do it with some pace. But he did it soft. A touch bank. Hello.
This is a little bit... It's not a hanger, but you expect him to make this.
Oh.
Back and forth.
All day. But he's being careful with it. He's not taking it for granted.
The 6 ball doesn't. It's not easy if you lay the cue ball in the wrong spot. Back and forth, 1, 2.
Back and forth. He's going to bump it now. No, he's not. He's going
to be
on the short side. Wow.
Take it.
Impressive.
You can't draw this back.
I think he's creating obstacles in his mind.
Well, he should be out from here.
Mm-hmm. That was well done. Wow, he hit the rail and came straight up to avoid the 10 and the 8.
2 rails to playing the line.
The old line shape. Miss it by a foot, miss it by 3 foot. You're still on the line for the ball, for the pocket. And straight in.
That ball skidded a little bit with follow and came up short. But no problem. You saw Skyler kind of smile on it. Either that or he just underhit it. But it looked like from our side that the ball turned a little bit more than I would have expected.
Well, keep in mind, everybody, this is loser here has to settle for 5th, 6th, and $1,500. So at least it makes your 3-day average of $500. You figure living expenses is $100 a day or $200 a day. You broke even, or a little bit better than even. You made $1,000.
Skyler scratched on his last 2 breaks, maybe even the 3 breaks, but certainly the last 2 went right in the side pocket. He had moved over to his left, and he's staying there. He scratched the left side pocket, so I'll see if he adjusts.
But it was bumped in, wasn't it?
No, directly.
No, it went straight in. Okay, so then he crossed the line of the center. He came across the center of the ball. Not there.
Pretty
that
good
was
break.
Dead center. Bob hopped up and right in the look where he parked the cue ball.
Right, but the one ball went up table and back down.
Pop and squat.
He would have liked to have seen a little bit more of this ball in pocket, so he could have an easy out, get his psyche up.
Is he cutting this ball? He's playing safe behind the 8.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. He's hooked.
He's hooked.
He's good and hooked.
There's no jump shot here.
Did Oscar say good safe?
I think he said in the side.
Oh. So is that a way of saying nice shot but not good enough?
Nice ball.
I'm causing trouble here. I'm trying to stir up trouble. What can I say? If I'm going to sit here and watch 2 nice guys play the game, I'm going to cause trouble. Friction. Let's get it exciting, right?
I think he'll hit this ball.
And hit it he did. There's the rail.
There's a rail, and, well.
And he's not happy with the result. He says, I'm supposed to try to get safe, not leave him straight in.
The 3 ball is behind the 8 ball, and to get an angle in this 2 ball, there are 2 balls in the way, the 10 ball and the 7 ball.
To get an angle on the 2 ball, he's going to come. Will he come down or come straight over?
Well, I guess that's what he just took a look at. There's to go down, he'd have to come back up and see that window.
If he draws the ball, he can draw it past the 6 or underneath the 6.
Yeah, it's
to
tricky.
Get on the 2. It can get tricky. If he bumps the 6, he's still okay too. So, and he also can follow the ball, follow it down and come straight up. He could park it below the 10 and have a nice angle on the severe angle on the deuce, try to get on the 3. But the 9 ball looms big.
He might draw this fairly straight back to the 6 ball.
He's got
the 7 ball.
He's got options. Let's see which option he chooses.
I'm going to go with draw to the 7.
Yep, you called it. But he caught a kiss. He didn't bump it full. Now he's.
Well, at least he's on the ball, but again, the 3 ball's behind the 8 ball, so unless he really spins this.
He's going to try to get the cue ball right.
See that angle he's looking at? That's the angle that'd come in, and that's going to be too long unless he wants to lay it right on top of the 3 ball on the short side.
Or unless he's planning to come between the 8 and the 3 with the cue ball. like that. And since he didn't get there, the
Heck
8
of a
ball
try.
jumped up and said, guess what?
That's what I said. Looked like he was going to land it right on the 3 ball, which is exactly what he did. With the pace, he just knocked it out of there.
There's an old saying about being stuck behind the 8 ball, isn't there?
Well, here you go. This is why do they say that? Stuck behind the 8 ball?
You know,
Because
behind the 8 ball?
What game could you possibly be playing if you were stuck behind the 8 ball that it mattered?
Pool. Like right there,
I
9 ball.
But why the 8 ball? You know, if you're stuck behind the 8 ball and you're playing
Because you
9
have
ball,
stripes and
the 8
solids.
Okay.
If you're playing 8 balls and you're stuck behind the 8, if you have stripes or solids, what are you going to do? You're stuck behind the 8 ball.
Stuck behind the 8 ball. Silly 8 ball. And speaking of 8 ball, we have the U.S. Open 8 Ball Championship in 2 days. As tomorrow we finish up the 10 ball.
Starts 10 a.m. Saturday.
I think that 8 ball on a small table like this is the right game. There's so many balls, so it becomes tricky.
That pattern becomes all in. Oh no!
It was a nice shot.
Nice.
Got a little love from the point.
Got a little love, and he can make this.
Can he?
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at that right down the line here. Looks awfully close. I'm staring right at it with my non-bionic eyes. Looks like he's hooked.
Well, then I'll have to say he can't make this. I thought he had enough to get out there.
He didn't get enough love.
He got too close to the 6, huh?
He needed one more kiss there.
Well, in that case, I think he's going to kick it and try to make the 6. Or the 6.
Across the table.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
He'll call the 6. He's trying to see if he has any piece at all of the 5 ball. Looks like he does.
It looks like he doesn't.
No, it looks like he doesn't, but he's thinking he does. It's closing. He's left. He must be left eye dominant. He looked at it with his left eye.
Left eye.
Yeah.
Gave the Popeye squinky eye. Well, he was fortunate not to scratch, but.
Oh wow, he's going to try to messay this a little bit, huh?
That's a pretty quick messay with the new
It's
block.
gotta
It'll
come
go
quick.
past it before.
It's got to come quick. He won't even have his cue stick off of it, and it won't turn yet.
Right. And then he's got to hit a rail.
Yeah. If he hits the ball, he hits rail.
Nicely done.
And he got one with a 10, too. How's that? Does he bank it? In the side, cross side?
I'd like to see another angle. Maybe an overhead.
It's a tight one.
It's tight, but looks like you don't have to hit this hard. You know, the ball is up against close to, but not touching the rail. There's not enough room for the ball to get any forward roll, so it'll bank as short as the cushion, the natural shortening of the cushion.
If he's looking up at the 6, see where it's at, he doesn't like the bank. Because this bank, you look at it right from where he's standing, and you either like it or you don't. It looks like he's banking it, but he doesn't like it. So that tells me he has to hit it short and tight. Oh, he's 2 railing. Oh, he's going to try to stop the cue ball there and go 2 rails. He's going to try to stop the cue ball on the 6 and go 2 rails with the 5. This will be a beautiful shot. Well, he didn't. No, he came over. Did not work out for him. And he didn't try to stop the cue ball. I tried to bring it over and take the 5 ball by the 9, it looks like. And went over too far. It leaked, as you might say. Leaked past the 9.
Past.
And this will tie up the match.
It's got a few balls to go here, but you're right, I think.
Well, just 5 more. What's 5 balls when they're all open like that? Well, if you guys can hear that in the Bad Boys Arena, just behind that Predator logo or that Predator curtain.
Somebody must have won a free buffet.
Someone just won a big match. They had some good matches out there.
Well, whoever it was, congratulations. Woo to you, too. just a hair short.
In this convention center, it's a large room. There's 124 tables in it, I believe. And so you're going to hear some noise from time to time. Yesterday we had music. Today we had clapping. Yeah.
Look out. Nope, no problem.
No shortage of distractions. We're in the back corner of the room. And surrounded by curtains, bleachers, and the arena as you see it.
Skyler takes back game.
And we're tied. And we're back on serve.
Back on serve. Well, it must have been on serve since that was Skyler's break.
Oh, Skyler was down 2 games. Oh, yeah, Skyler was down 2 games.
Yep.
And he's won the last 2 games in a row.
See the Fargo ratings there. 765 for the Big O and 773 from the kid from Paducah.
So what is Skyler's nickname? The Kentucky Kid?
Sky.
Sky. He was a breath of fresh air to the Moscone Cup team this year. This past year.
He was like our MVP.
Was he MVP?
No.
No, I didn't think so. But I know he produced. He paid his way. And his inaugural year, is that what you call it? The very first year?
His first year.
His first year was a good one. Something to be proud of.
Yeah. 1 ball in the side pocket. He's got a shot at it, and looks like he's going to go 2 rails to go towards the 2 ball. If he can get there, it's still tight. You know, this 4-6-10 cluster over there.
By the side pocket.
Look out.
Hello, he moved it just right.
Just right. It's buried. 3 balls next ball, the one he just hit.
But he moved the 3 ball to where it's a problem.
Passes the 5.
Does it?
I think so. But
okay.
How do you get it there? Just bounced off the rail and take your lumps. Oh, it doesn't pass that direction.
Doesn't go that way.
It
doesn't go that way anymore either.
It passes. It must pass this way. He played for it, right?
Okay. Or did he play for the side? He's called the ball.
The side.
Now we know he just called it, yes.
He's playing something in the side.
No, it doesn't go by the 5. How about that? Yeah. So he's playing the 4.
Carom.
And he's playing the 3 on the opposite side.
It's a really tricky out here. A nudge here and a bump.
I'm going to nip here and tuck there and roll here. Little nip and tuck. Sounds like a plastic surgeon.
That would be the television show.
That's right. There is a television. That's why I just thinking that isn't there a television show for nip tuck or nip tuck? And just a matter of falling forward and playing the 7 in the side, going 2 rails for the 8 in the upper left-hand corner.
And that should take care of it.
And then the 9 ball, of course, either there in the side or in the corner, and the 10 ball across.
I'm going to predict that the 9 goes into a corner. How's that for a prediction?
Okay. He'll be fine to play it either way.
Well, there's six pockets, and 4 of them are
corners.
Corner pockets.
So you're saying percentage-wise,
right.
You have a safe bet?
Yeah.
I like your bet now.
Right.
I like it a lot.
I was favored 2 to 1.
I like
favored 100% now.
Yeah, you're 100% now. He's not traveling the cue ball 2 rails over for the 10.
Oscar gets through another one of his racks.
And he saves serve there. Gets out with some creative shooting. Started off with a billiard or a carom.
We are 5-4. Oscar in the lead with Skyler Woodward breaking, and we're starting to get in that 5-5, 6-5 area where every game gets super crucial. This is, there's only so many players left. Both these guys playing great. I'd like to see some everybody break and run from here. See what happens.
While we have a break in the action here, he's going to break the balls. The official sponsors for the U.S. Open 10-ball and 8-ball championships is Predator, the official cue, Predator, the official chalk.
He's moved his break again, even though he broke him perfectly last time. But he didn't get a good shot on the one.
Kamui, the official tip. Omega, the official store. Diamond, of course, is the official table. Simonis, the official cloth. Cyclops, official balls.
Cyclop.
And Rio, hotel, casino, and convention center.
Skyler's looking disgusted there. He's changed his break again, and it looked good. He was staring down the one for quite a long time, but that 9-ball came up and blocked him.
Is he blocked, or is that just a little jump shot?
Well, even if he wasn't blocked, then now he'd have to play a combination. But it doesn't look, he's blocked enough that he can't even play just the combination.
He's going to play the combination with a jump shot.
The jump combination.
Jump combo.
And if he makes this, he should be rewarded.
He probably doesn't have to hit it too hard.
No.
And one ball probably stay there. Cue ball probably stop there. He's jumping a quarter ball, so he's got it aimed. Now he's got to elevate.
Nice angle in the camera. Easily
And
made
there
it.
it is.
And he
But
kind of got unfortunate here because he did expect it to be a little better than that.
Well, as soon as that cue ball laid on the rail, it made this shot a lot harder.
Right. Both balls on the rail. Or the one ball's close enough to the rail. Severe cut. I don't know if he can actually. Looks like he can just cut this ball. Go back and forth.
By looking at where the cue ball's laying and the one ball's laying, the one ball is laying on the right side of the diamond.
Nice.
The cue ball's laying on the left side of the opposite diamond.
Right.
So there's not much angle to cut the ball. But he's cutting it, nonetheless. No, he's banking it. I thought that was more severe cut.
He's from Kentucky, so it was a hanger for him.
Oscar looks over, nods his head, and says, "Good shot."
Good shot. Skyler played some of the most amazing bank pool in a bank ring game at the Derby City Classic 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
The thing about it is that he beat Francisco in the finals, and Francisco actually probably played the second best bank pool ever in the history of bank pool.
Francisco's a fighter. He's in a fight right now with Tony Chohan, and he's going to be in a big fight here the 27th, I believe, with Rodney Morris.
He's got a challenge match.
That's right. It's the Tiger Challenge. Meanwhile, Skyler continues to
nice job by Skyler. Really
run through the balls to tie this match up at 5.
Jump shot combination and then the bank on the one to get him this game.
Well, are you going to say he earned it?
Absolutely earned it.
Absolutely.
This is also important for these guys because this is Mosconi Cup points. Both of these are candidates for the Mosconi Cup.
I think Skyler comes back due to his performance last year.
Well, how do we do that? I think this year the top 3 are automatically in. And then the rest would be the captain's choices.
Correct. I think so.
That's what I've heard.
I've heard something about a captain's pick. And is it 1, 2? Do they pick 2? Do they pick 1? But I do know that the top 3 get their points. They get in. My question is if one of the players is a top 3 and earned his points, and he doesn't fit into the group, what happens there?
Can the captain unpick?
In other words, if we have a player, and I can't think of one that might, well, I can't think of one, but I'm not going to say a name. But anyway, is there a player that could get the points, and then the other players sit there and say, do we really have to have this guy?
Oscar broke a little harder. You can see when he breaks harder, and guess what? No balls went in, and he got fortunate. No shot on the one. Push out.
He's pushing. I just don't see a reason to kick at this one ball and try to do something off of it. But really, you push. I guess you have to push to a jump shot. Jump behind the 7. Roll it up to the 5.
We've seen a lot of that, haven't we?
Roll it up to the 5 and then give yourself a jump shot off the 7, over the 7.
I don't see anything good. It's gotten to the point where you're pushing out to a 50-50 jump shot. And if you pushed it poorly, your opponent's going to take it.
Well, the point is that you're pushing out to a shot that you know your opponent can make too.
Right.
So he'll have no problem taking a shot at it. If you think you can make it, look across the table. Does your opponent? You think your opponent can make it?
Right.
And the answer is going to be, I think,
for these two.
Yes, for these two.
It'll lay it right on the rail, so it makes it a little bit tough to jump.
I don't think he's jumping this. Well, there's no jump, but there's a hitting the left side of it and going around down here. So I think Oscar's going to take this on. He gave it back. He says, well, you can't bank it because the 2 ball's there. I actually like him coming off the left side.
He can bank this.
He can bank this?
He could.
And he came around for the safety. Yep.
Good shot.
Very, very good.
Good
nice speed on the 1 ball. That's right. That's exactly you called it. Good push. The push made the shot.
He said one in the corner just in case.
Well, he can kick it. So
spin kick this.
And the cue ball is going to slide off the right side of the 1 down by the lower right-hand corner.
1 ball
and
bank.
There's balls in the middle.
The
There it comes. There it comes. Now, will something get between? Yes. The 7 ball steps up and says, "I'll cover your 1 ball." And
pretty simple jump shot here to make this 1 ball. It's off the rail. He can use the rail to lengthen his bridge. He's not even. Just over the 7, in, and bounce out.
Good safety for most players, not for this jumper. Not for this jumping bean.
Yeah, so many top players now can use the jump cue.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is relatively simple. If you want to call a jump shot simple.
Yeah, that was routine
jump shot. This is a nice shot. I ran into the 9 ball. But
not anymore.
Guess what? The 9 ball hit the point. And
that's what you get for playing with the corners of side pockets.
Yeah. Can you still see this ball?
You can see the right side of the 3 ball. Looks like. So you can bank the 3 ball into the 8 and take the cue ball up and around and back. I think I'm not sure what he's going to do. That would be my plan.
I couldn't tell if he was just running into the 9 ball haphazardly, or if he had an actual plan to pocket it, or just kick it out of the way because it was going straight toward the pocket.
Yeah, I think he was pushing it down below the pocket, but it cut the corner. And
safety. There should be a jail safety, I think, if he can get the full ball, but maybe he can't.
If he can get the full ball, he can draw it underneath, right into the 9 on the rail. Yeah, and the ball goes around.
I'm thinking he thinks he might be able to make this.
Is he calling it?
Great angle from the camera.
Mm-hmm. Well, he used the 8.
He's the 8 ball. And that ball won't go anywhere.
Two rail kick? Or can you spin it 1?
I mean, both these guys, we've had wide open racks that they've run straight through, but we've had quite a few of these strategic ones here.
Mm-hmm. Some maneuvering.
Those fancy words. Using French words on me. Maneuvering.
I'll check with Vince and see if they're French. Wow. 2 rail kick. Yep. Nice hit. Is he going to come back up on the 6?
Like
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nicely done. He can see the right side of the ball, so he can cut it up and come right back to where he's at, actually.
Can he actually see this right side of the ball?
I think so. I think he can see the right side of the ball. See on this line right here? No, he's kicking underneath it, so no, he can't.
Looks like he's going to kick right to the 10 ball.
That's a nice angle there, and we can see that he
Doesn't
cannot
really
see
have
the
If you
bottom.
can see it, it's hairs.
Mm-hmm. That's all he wants to hit.
That's true.
And he's looking down at the bottom. Is he the 8 ball in the way for a kick? I think if he kicks it the long rail, he can make the 3. But he's not going to like where the cue ball ends up unless he fires it. If he kicks up and comes back, yeah, the angle's there. But
spin kick. I missed it
ball
by
in hand.
quite a bit from our angle.
Ball in hand.
It's easy to ask right now, but did you think that was actually there?
That kick?
I mean, he must have thought it was, but it wasn't even close.
I think he was trying to hit the left side of it to kind of send the 3 ball to the middle of the table by the 10, and the cue ball slides to the head rail.
Ball in hand for Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that there'd be no more maneuvering here.
Well,
just
he's going to have to maneuver here because that 8 ball plays big in getting on this 5.
Drawing to the side now.
Yeah, and there's an 8 ball there.
He's going to have to. The 8 ball. The 5-6 must line up.
Oh, it does. I guess the 8 ball doesn't play big in getting on the combo. I was thinking the 5.
Well, he went up there so quickly that it must have.
He had a plan.
He had the plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to have a plan.
Well, it's hard to devise a plan from the booth because, first and foremost, we don't have his skills. Secondly,
there's always that.
We're 20 feet behind the table and we're looking at a monitor. And thirdly, he plays better than we do.
Good shot.
It's as simple as that.
See that Oscar was playing for the 5 ball to be around there and playing with the side pocket. 7 balls hanging in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
The tricky part is the 8 ball. The 8 ball goes in the same corner, the 7 ball drops in a moment.
Yeah, he's pretty much close to straight in on this. This is nice. Now, this is interesting. Does he play the combo on the 9, or does he bring the cue ball down back to where it's at?
I think back down to where it's at. Doesn't he have to try too hard?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a simple, you know.
I go check if the 9 goes inside. If it doesn't, he'll just cozy up the 8 and shoot in the corner, 9 in the corner.
He says he looks at it and he just kind of nods. Oh, plenty of room. What am I looking at? Why did I walk that far?
He sort of looked up in the air like he rolled his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh, yeah, there was plenty of room. Why did he even bother checking? But, you know, for you amateurs out there,
good players will look.
It doesn't hurt to check. I'd rather take that little 5 steps that he took than get up there and go to shoot it and say, oh, my Lord, that is really tight.
Didn't go.
Yeah, it doesn't go.
Why didn't I look?
Yeah, exactly.
But he looked.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why he rolled his eyes, because he said, oh, my goodness, why'd I look? 6-5, Oscar Dominguez in the lead. Holding serve.
He needs 4. His opponent needs 5, but they've been trading racks here. I think Skyler was down by two games at a time.
Yeah, it's quite
at 4-2. Yeah, at 4-2, quite early. Yeah. Fought back to tie it, and here we are tied pretty much. We were tied at 5, and Oscar wins this break. He broke and ran that, right?
No, that was quite.
That's right. They
quite
traded.
A maneuvering.
They traded. They traded. See, that's the good thing about having somebody else in the booth. Is you know, I would have said, "Oh, he broke and ran that rack," and everybody out there saying, "No, he didn't." Aren't you watching the same game we are?
Good break. Perfect. Well, the 1 ball rolled just 1 more revolution, so it's not perfect. Had it been just up table, just 1 more revolution, he could dig at this ball. But
let's see which side of the 2 ball he plays the cue ball to.
Yeah.
Look how tight he plays this. Look how well he played it with just the right amount of spin to come over to the bottom side and not hit the balls that were beneath the ball, in his path. Real short angle to get to where he needed to get. And this looks like
4 leads the 5 really well, and 5 to the 6. Only So we got to make sure that the 5 to the 6 is a good angle.
Nothing is tied up. There aren't any problem balls. Once he gets on this 5 ball, it should be fairly easy, and he's on the 5 ball, so he'll fall forward for the 6.
He should look over there for the 6 ball where he wants it.
He'll fall forward for the 6 to shoot it up in the corner, and then either come back and shoot the 7 in the same pocket, roll forward and shoot the 7 in the bottom pocket, but he'll come back.
Perfect. This is one of those outs where if you had ball in hand, where, what angle and where would you want that ball for the 6 ball so you can lead to the 7? He was just about in the right place where he would put the ball in hand.
He had
Did he go too far?
No,
he grimaced. He grimaced a little bit, which tells me that playing for that side rail, he just, we're talking about 2 degrees off here. He was dead straight where he wanted to be a little bit up table so you can come down table.
So you can come down just to here. About a diamond.
Yeah.
Be dead straight in.
He'll make this, but from our angle, that walked in the side door.
Well, playing Skyler, if I'm not mistaken, Shane Van Boney missed that same shot playing Skyler. And then Skyler missed the ball up the rail.
We have a ball game here. It's tied 6-6 at the U.S. Open 10-ball championship. We're way into this, into the brackets. This is on the B side. There's only 4.
There's 6 people left. These 2 guys, Edgy Geronimo and John Mora, will meet tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Shane Van Boney will be waiting for the winner of those the 3 gentlemen, the winner here, and the winner of Edgy and John will play each other, and then they'll meet Shane. And Rodney Morris is waiting in the hot seat.
After a great match with Shane.
It was a fantastic match with Shane. Down 6-2, he came back and won 10-7. Rodney did, and Shane didn't miss balls.
Right, he came up dry in the break a couple times late, and that's definitely, there's no good time to come up dry in the break on these tables when the other guy's running out like crazy.
Yeah. He broke dry 2 times, and he was snookered 2 times on the break, so 4 breaks were fruitless.
Oscar, meanwhile, broke the balls very well again, and the 1 ball hit the headrail and came back down.
Spanked it in the side. I don't think he made it. There's Vilmos Foldis. Vilmos is watching. He had a pretty good tournament. He went, I think he cashed. Let's take a look at this. Vilmos is off the West Coast.
Yes, he's definitely one of the West Coast best players. Up and down the Mez Tour West.
And we'll see if we can't find him on here, see where he ended up. Give you a little information on Vilmos. Nice guy, too. I actually have played him in Phoenix at on the Mez Tour. And he spanked me. I've played a lot of players, but guess what? They've all spanked me.
Tough shot here if he
goes
forward, because if he makes the 1 ball, he's got to travel and go through a lot of balls.
He lost his last match to Billy Thorpe. And that was a ways back. He started out with a bye, played Chris Byers, beat him. He played Rodney Morris, was defeated, and then that sent him over. And so he's in the stands instead of waiting for a match. But he'll be here starting Saturday in the 8 ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Oscar carried the ball in and didn't get really rewarded. The 1 is blocked by the 8. Could play the combination. Probably will. 1 ball will travel towards the 3.
It's nice to see players supporting other players. Vilmos is very close to Oscar on the Mez Tour. They play each other regularly.
Right.
Heck, almost every other week. Or once a month, anyway. So they usually, we missed that one.
And he sold out.
Overcut the 8 ball, left the 1 ball nice and straight.
No combinations a gimme, unless it's a gimme.
Well, the 2 balls a long way up table. But you're right, and those combinations, those are the hardest combinations, the ones that look easy. You don't pay attention to them.
Skyler's looking like he's going to just draw this out with left-handed.
Zoom. There goes the zoom.
Nicely done.
Little bit of
still has an angle
left
here.
low.
So.
Came off. He's perfect. But the 6 is a little bit of a problem. It might be a little too low to play. No, it goes on the side.
He just checked it. He's going to check it again.
Side. Yeah.
Might have,
no.
If it doesn't go, he might end up playing on the lower side of it.
Yeah, he's going to play it on the side. He could come right across right over the 10 and play it in the upper corner pocket.
We'll see in a second whether or not his closing the right eye was saying play in the corner pocket. I think that's the right way. It's easier in the corner pocket. This one, actually, he put it in a spot where he could still shoot in the side pocket.
He can play it anywhere he wants.
No, he needs to get an angle to get over for the 9 ball. After he shoots the 6 going to the 8, he's got to get to the 9 ball. So,
which is probably why he'll play it in the corner.
I would think so, unless he can draw this ball out. Every time they switch the camera angle, it looks easier one way again. He's almost straight here. Let's see if he winces.
Do you think he draws it to the middle of the upper part of the table, or he draws it all the way back to the head rail? Yep, sure did. Coming down to the side pocket. Oh, it might spin up. Look how nice it killed on that third rail. Didn't it kill nice? It just whoop, like it had the brakes.
That's gonna hit the brakes. Perfect.
Oh, he got perfect. You gonna give me this? He says. You know, I respect this. Let him shoot the shot. There's an audience watching. There's a gallery. You know, give the guy. Let him close it out.
I'm pretty sure that Oscar was not conceding that. I think he said nice shot or something like that. And Skyler just turned around and jokingly said,
of course. No. I know he was joking, and I'm just saying that I agree with letting the player finish his shot.
Sure.
Let him get his applause if there's applause due. You know, if people are willing to applause. Justin Bergman just came into the gallery. He's going to sit down and watch some of this. He's going to watch the action. So we've got, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 players around the arena, the Predator Arena, and so we've got a knowledgeable crowd watching.
Skyler's back to the same spot he started with.
We got Mike Howerton, who is sitting taking notes of the action in the gallery, and we got a good shot of Skyler's concentration on his break. Well
break.
Done.
He's going to get a shot in the
straight in.
One
shot on the 1.
2 ball doesn't go anywhere unless it
doesn't
passes.
Go anywhere.
It doesn't. Pass.
What about the 210?
The 210.
Does that go anywhere?
That goes someplace. He'll stare this down.
I don't think he'll stare down. I think he'll play the 210. Nah, maybe not. Not so much. He's looking at
side pocket, maybe. At least it goes in the side pocket.
Yeah, but what's he got to do to get there? Look at all on the table. Look at all the little spots where the cue ball lands off the brakes.
On the break.
When these pros break so hard and they jump it and lands close to the middle of the table, you see it on the cloth.
You can see on the cloth also where they put the cue ball to break from just a hair to the right.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, right there. A lot of guys are breaking right from there.
And bridging off the rail.
Yeah, so you
never saw top players bridge off the rail, but they do it on these tables.
Oh, sure they do. Oh, he just spun all the way around and got down there. Look at this. Is that what they called having the cue ball on a string?
On a string.
Is that what it is? I hear that, and now I know what it looks like.
He's up a little bit on top of the ball on the 7 ball, but not. Yeah, he is. It makes this shot just a little bit more difficult.
It makes it so easy to miss because you're actually massaging the ball a little bit.
Yeah, if you don't hit the center. He slow rolled that. And apparently there was some dirt on the ball because he wanted it to brush its feet before it will walk through.
Are you saying he was sweeping the pocket?
Yeah, sweep.
Oh my.
And he'll remember that because if he has the same shot again, he'll hit it back and forth.
Well, Oscar's error led to another, in the last game where Skyler took that lead.
This is huge
now
because now he is going to take a mini break here. And he's going to be up by 2. And now, at this late stage, being up to 8-6 is a whole lot different than being up to 4-2.
Well, he's up 2, which means he has to make it. He'll have a break to get on the hill, and then it'll be Oscar's break. If he can steal a game, he can win.
Oh, he's already up, so all he has
he's 8.
He's up
Correct.
at 8, so all he has to do is hold his breaks from here.
And so now Oscar can only take advantage of really one break from him.
Yeah, Oscar's only down one break of serve at this point.
But he doesn't have much time to make it up.
Correct. Oscar's got to keep his break at that 75%. He hit it too hard the last time.
Shane Van Boney just stepped up and is sitting down there watching the match. He's over to the left of Oscar, where he just broke the balls. So we're getting, like I said, we're getting a good crew here watching this match. Good support. And he's awaiting.
Yeah, I think that's
one
Billy.
One of 4 guys.
It's Billy next to Shane, is it?
Billy
Thorpe.
No. I don't think so. I don't know who it is, but I don't think
it's not to Shane's left, to Shane's right.
Oh.
Billy changed.
Okay.
Yep, there he is.
Okay.
He's got just guard against from the 2-ball going forward and being stuck, but the 2-ball did go forward and the cue ball went forward, so he's good. Billy was on the table just a little while ago.
Just before this match.
Great
no,
tournament.
not before this. 2 matches before this one.
Great tournament for him. Yes, two before.
We've had some great matches here today and yesterday.
The tricky spot here is the 5-ball. Let's make sure he can get an angle to get to the 5-ball.
It just goes up by the 8. Just to the right side of the 8.
Just to the right side of the 8 as we view it.
Right where he's pointing.
You might even go a little bit farther to the right so he can go back and forth.
And basically, if he puts the cue ball in the dead center of the table, he's perfect on the 8. And let's see how he did.
That's close.
Close enough. He's on that line. How's that?
He's staying a little bit more to the right of the 8 and go back and forth.
There was a good shot of Justin falling asleep. He was yawning. Right behind Skyler. Back and forth.
Back and forth.
To the bottom part of the table, huh?
Ball slowed down. But he should be okay.
Well, this Predator Arenas is surrounded by
people
by predators.
Rolling in. Rolling in.
A lot of players surrounding the Predator Arena. That's in. He's straight in on the 8. He'll probably play the 9-ball in the same pocket.
Well,
he'll stun over to the left a little bit because he's got a hair angle. No, he won't. He'll
just hold it.
I gotta watch that closer how they do that, because when I've got that much of an angle, I always stun over, like he just did there. That's exactly how I would have played that.
A lot of times, people, the pros, you see them hitting that with a touch of inside.
Inside to hold it right there.
Yeah, that way the ball doesn't roll over and spin away from it. You know, they actually increase the friction to hold it from moving forward. That touch of inside. Yeah, I never even heard of using touch of inside until the internet, and then as I've been watching the pros, you'll see them do this all the time, and I don't even think they realize they're doing it. Just a hair, just to make sure that you're not rolling over the top or rolling over the object ball and losing any kind of, you want to keep that friction up so that it doesn't roll away.
Okay.
Try it out sometime.
I'm going to try it out with you. You're going to show me.
A touch of inside.
A touch of inside. And make a good title for a book. A touch of inside.
Well, somebody's already done the DVD on it, so.
Oh, really?
Skyler Woodward in the lead here. All he has to do is really hold his serve, just break and run. Easier said than done.
And 10-ball didn't move. Like it's not supposed to with a magic rack. Everything else did. Everything's up on top of the table. On the upper part, yeah. You got 6 balls up on the upper half upper quarter of the table within the last 2 diamonds. And the cue ball beyond the bottom. Oh, that's the 10 ball. I'm sorry. The cue ball's up there with him. And not much of a shot on the 1. Where do you push to? Come on, Freddie. You know these players. Where do they push to? There's Skyler, Woodward, Justin Bergman.
Well, he's just going to push across.
They were both on the Moscone Cup team.
It's interesting here. Yeah, he's pushing to kick.
No, he's pushing to tie up balls, and if he chooses to kick, fine. As long as you don't kick him loose, you're okay. You might be okay, excuse me.
Feels like Skyler should take this.
I think he'll give it to Bill. I think he'll give it back to Oscar.
Yeah, he gives it back. Oscar saying, did I put it in a spot where I can just kick, hit the top side of it, and get safe? Kick the top side. But he accidentally made a ball. He would have been pretty good, and now it's Skyler's option, and it looks like Skyler will shoot this.
You'll bank it to the corner pocket or play safe.
Well, if he can see the left side of the 2 ball, he'll bank it. Yeah, I didn't see enough of it. Safety is the right play.
He's given Oscar a nibble. It looks like he has a nibble.
He's got a little bit of paint, just a hair of paint, I think.
Wow. If Oscar can see that, he has very good eyes. But I think it's there. This is the hardest ball to see on diamonds because the shadow underneath the rail, you know, is about the same height as the side of the ball, and it's almost the same color, and it's like the 6 on the green cloth.
Well, the ball's so far away from me, I think it wouldn't matter.
He looks like he can hit it. He's looking at it like he can hit it.
Hopefully there's still some finish on this ball because that's about all he could hit.
Well, John did clean the balls. Let's hope he used thick wax. Little carnauba maybe helps, huh?
No, he's kicking. I mean, it looks like he's kicking the 5
Why
ball.
not? Because you know that 3 ball might be lined up towards his corner pocket. It could throw in.
It looks like if he kicks, he'll have to put a little bit of left hand to masse it to the right angle.
It looks like it's lined up. It'll throw. If it's within the diamond, it looks like it is. It'll throw to the corner pocket if he hits the right side of it. He was able to hit it, and look how nice he nibbled it. That was a surgical slice, is what you call that. He's going to be on Chicago. What is it, Chicago MD or Chicago Fire? Or what's the surgeon's cut right there? Wow.
Well, it's an easy hit, but trying to cut this, get safe, and get behind the ball is going to be tough. Looks like it's got to be behind something like the 7.
Cut this. He's going to kick it.
Kick cut. cut the kick.
He's going to try to kick and stick.
He can't kick and stick. I don't think
he can't. You know, the angle's not there for that. He's going to hit the 3, so nothing to stick behind.
Right. That's everything I was trying to say. Still stuck on the foreign languages here.
Wow, let's see how this develops.
Yeah.
Slide.
Couldn't kick and stick. And a little bump. Got away with it.
He's giving him a slice again.
Just a piece.
But only a slice of heaven.
Just a piece.
He'll slice this 2 ball. I'm not sure if he can make it or not, but he'll slice it with the right English and go 2 rails. Try to hit the cluster. 10. If he can hit the 10 ball, he's perfect. Below the cluster. There you go. Cluster of 3 balls here.
1, 2.
2 and right below.
Right to the 10.
He didn't get there.
Wow. I thought for sure, but then again,
he's smiling.
Off these,
you know what he's smiling at?
He forgot the coming off the side.
He's
there he rolls his eyes. I thought he hit that
and
perfect.
shakes his head.
Talk to him later. And
He goes, I forgot all about that.
Exactly. Because I'm sure that when he let that go, he thought he had hit that absolutely perfect. It looked it.
Oh, it looked beautiful.
It looked it.
It was a beautiful shot. Well thought out, well played, well executed. Just a touch. Well, what? 2 inches? If it goes 2 inches to the right, he's behind the 7 or the 6.
Is he banking straight back? Yeah, I don't think he's called it.
It goes to the hole.
Yeah.
It goes to the hole. If he chooses to bank it, it goes to the hole.
Big game. Skyler's up 8-7.
This puts him on the hill.
Puts him on the hill. Or if he doesn't win this one.
This would be a great shot. This would be a real shot. Highlight reel. Either he's gonna hit. Don't hit the 5. You're safe. He's safe.
Perfectly behind the 5.
Wow. You put Oscar in jail.
Yeah. I mean, I know the 2-ball was rolling down the table, but he was trying to get behind this 5.
Yeah, he put Oscar in jail. Shane smiling over, looking at the shot and saying, "What are you gonna do here, bud?" Look at Shane over there, just kind of looking at it. I want to see this. He's going to watch this shot.
What would I do?
I bet he watches this shot.
What would Shane do?
He says, "I want to hit it soft." He's gonna go. He's gonna try to hit the bottom rail, hit the side rail, hit the deuce, and go up by the 4. But look how big that pocket looms. But he doesn't have to go that far. Well, he's going to have to go that far. He's trying to get back there. To create distance. So.
Yeah, if he hits it thick enough, then it goes to the opposite side rail and dies on the end rail.
Well, I think the thicker he hits it, the better off he'll be.
I think so. But not so thick that he goes cross-side. He asked John to go ahead and take a look, because since the 2 ball's off the rail, he's going to come into the rail first. Bounce off the rail into the 2, then something's got to hit a rail. Justin Bergman in the background, amused.
This got the attention of all the players the 2 players that we're looking at here that we can see from here. Now, see, for all your amateurs out there, here you got top pros watching this shot, because they're going to learn from it just as much as we are, and you are.
Crucial shot here.
And
he just went with the hit.
He went with the hit, but he's given up a shot to the right-hand corner pocket. And Skyler will just fire this in and proceed to run out. But this is not an easy shot.
Right, it's not a sellout.
It's a missable shot. It's a missable shot. At this level,
he's supposed to make it.
He's supposed to make it all day long.
Well, I'll give him an 88% chance to make this one.
88? Well, that 12% looked big.
I couldn't give him the 100% just because of that.
Now you can't cut the ball.
Safe.
Yeah, he's going to stick it behind the 4. Oh, he's going to bank it. He called it in the corner.
Is it?
I like the shot.
I mean, it's free to do.
Yeah, it's free to do. Oh no, he just in case. Just in case.
I don't know what he was calling.
He called something in the corner. I thought he was going to try to make it and come over for the 3. The shot was lined up, but wow.
Oh, he shot the shot that we thought he was going to in the first place. By him calling something, it kind of confused us what exactly he could possibly call.
Yeah, I thought that was like automatic is what he was going to do.
Nothing was scaring a pocket.
Nothing was scared.
Right.
Do the pockets ever get scared? I think the balls do. Sometimes they're afraid of them. They won't go in.
Dropping in.
He's got a tough hit. We've seen some jail safeties.
And some nice escapes.
Exactly.
Highlight escapes.
Yeah, escape from Alcatraz.
Kill.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Highlight shot. And he got an applause. That's a highlight shot.
Oscar likes it. He doesn't like it, but he was appreciative of the shot.
You know, there's nothing wrong with saying to your opponent, "Good shot," and then looking around
mean it.
And actually mean it, but still looking around saying, "Darn it." I'd rather have ball in hand, but that was a good shot.
Oscar looks like he's going to jump right into a ball that's on the rail. What are the chances of this one going off the table?
Did you just say something about 88%?
Oh, I don't know if it's that 88%, but it's pretty high. Sort of has to get this up and down quickly. Can't be bouncing when it gets there. It'll go off the table.
I think I'd rather kick it long rail.
Long rail.
Yeah, but see, the problem with kicking it long rail, do you know how big that corner of that side pocket sticks out from that angle? It's almost 1.5 inches big. It's huge. It always catches the cue ball and sends it the opposite direction. You hate it.
Nice angle here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice hit. Kept it on the table, and he's going to get safe. If this hits the 9 ball, he's safe.
Oh, did it hit the 9 ball and actually give him a shot?
Man, it looks like there might be a window. John's going to get us a shot there. We'll be able to see it perfectly. Yeah, it looks like he's got. Yes, he does. He's got a window.
Wow, how unfortunate was that? That was pretty nice. He got that cue ball up and down.
Oh yes.
But it wasn't bouncing away. Clipped it. Looked safe. Wasn't too safe.
Great shot. Wrong landing area. Wrong airport. Oops.
That 9 ball, which we thought was going to actually help him, hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. I feel for Oscar because this puts his opponent. He made a good shot. He made a very good shot, and puts his opponent on the hill.
If he gets out.
When he gets out.
When he gets out, he's certainly.
He's got some work to do. That 7's in a tough place. Well, it goes to the right hand corner pocket, but
he's got to get to the 5 ball first. Does he Z this? No, just one rail to the short side.
Mm-hmm.
The 6 ball should be passing the 9 ball. Looks good.
Mm-hmm. Back he comes.
Drawing the side rail and out.
Side rail and out. You called it.
The 8 ball doesn't pass the 9 ball.
No, so he's going to draw.
He's got a hair of an angle. He's draw it again.
He's going to the right side of the 8. Right side of the table.
He could follow this, but he's probably going to draw.
Either one. Either one works from here.
He gives himself a little bit of a stroke shot here. Back and forth.
Oh, he'll come underneath the 9 to the side rail and over to the closer to the middle of the table for the 9. Nope, he's going to the rail. Straight off to the rail. Withdraw. Oh, no.
I chose another.
He doesn't like it. He's hooked.
He chose a path that neither of us said.
He's hooked.
And guess what? He's hooked.
So you're trying to say he chose the wrong path?
Well, he chose a path that neither you nor I chose, and guess what?
Well, we couldn't see that path because apparently the 10 ball is in the way. He chose the dark side, and door was closed. Big break for Oscar. No matter what he gets, he is just so happy to come back to this table.
He was 2 balls away from facing a man on the hill.
Hill 7 instead of now it can be a tied match at 8
with him
him breaking. That's how big that miss was on that position for the 9.
That's an unbelievable shot. Unbelievable miss. You know, if Jay Helfer was here, he would say, "Wow."
Yeah, and everybody in the arena would hear it.
I'm sure Jay's out there listening to this match.
You might be over watching the 1 pocket match.
Nice
shot.
Oscar's
converted.
Nice shot.
Now he has to convert this.
Boy, how strong is that? Watching a guy that's supposed to get on the hill after a unfortunate.
And look how uncomfortable Skyler is in the chair.
Sure.
Because he knows I could have been on the hill if I just get shape on that 9 ball.
Unbelievable.
And
Oscar Dominguez steals one, and now it's 8-8. It's a race to 2. Skyler Woodward must be feeling sick.
Yeah,
he's
but
looking at
Skyler, Oscar might have stole that, but the door was open.
I guess he had more angle on that 8 ball than it looked. It looked to me that he could either go forward, like you said, George, or just draw it to the side rail. Now he decided to draw it with what looked to be inside English to run 3 rails around. Caught the 10.
He drew it with low left into the rail, so it would spin down and around, and it brushed the 10 ball and got behind it.
Yeah.
Now Oscar's breaking to get on the hill.
And I keep remembering that Oscar has started to break harder, and he needs to actually hit softer for the control as he was doing previously.
We'll go down there and tell him because he hit it harder.
Yeah, he hit it harder.
But he made a ball, and here comes another one.
And he's got a shot on the 1 ball.
Yes, he does.
2 balls by the 1 ball.
3, 5, 8. He made 2 balls.
2 rails around for this. And this looks like he can get to the 2 and 3, which certainly can do this.
If he gets to the 2, he gets to the 3 because he has 2 ways to go to the 3. Draw it straight back or come around 2 rails. Yeah, so.
Just get to the 2.
Key shot. This is probably it right here.
A little bit of left-hand English, a little low left-hand English. Spinning around.
Just
1, 2. The cue ball should be coming back in
nice and soft. See,
so he's chosen the 3 rail position here, I think. I don't think he's going to go back and forth.
I like what he did there. Instead of trying to come all the way between the 3-10 and get too straight, that's a tendency that a lot of amateurs fight. Is they want that straight in position, but when you get the straight in position, you don't have the angle to run to your next shot.
Oh, he did go back and forth.
Instead of 3, it was laying. It was laying very
well.
right. Yeah, it was laying.
Once the camera switched over, you can see that. I just want to say that
straight in.
Oscar shot that shot off this second rail correctly as this table has been playing. That ball died correctly. And I'm saying that, but maybe it didn't because now he's dead straight and the 4 ball doesn't pass the 7 and it doesn't pass the 9.
He's drawing it straight back. Oh, maybe not because his angle leads him up where he's at.
Exactly.
Yeah. The best he can do is where he's at, and it's a shot you'd rather not have to take. He wants a better angle. So he's laying funny.
Yeah, he is. After I just talked about how he hit this perfect off the second rail, what if he goes forward? Does he have can go forward 2 rails, shoot the 4 ball up table?
He can't go forward. Well, it's pretty straight. He's going to come close to. He'll be within the first diamond of the corner pocket, which is closer than you want to be.
Swallowed up corner pocket, get lost in there.
Well, he's got to come back up towards the ball.
He could draw this back.
This is part of maneuvering. Let's see how he maneuvers. Crucial point in the match.
Everything's crucial at this point. Every shot. It looks like he's got a hair of an angle that he could, but then he'd have to force it, right, to create that angle. This
is a big money shot here because, remember, he's looking at $1,500 if he loses, but he's looking at a lot more money if he wins.
Wow.
It's $2,500 for 4th place. It's $4,000 for 3rd place. It's $6,000 for 2nd place. He's going to have to win some matches to get there, but he's looking at some money.
Looks like he's playing for a bank shot. But like you were saying, if he drew it all the way back to where he is right now, that's the best he could do.
And that's exactly what he's looking at.
So those look like the 2 shots. Either draw back to where he is right now or go forward and play for the bank.
You draw it all the way back, you're going to go right in the corner pocket.
Yeah, you can't draw all the way back. You can't follow. It's the bank. And
he's crossing the middle of the table, isn't he? So yeah, this does draw right back to the corner pocket. So
it looks like he's decided on the bank shot after the 3, because he has to have an angle so that he can get back to the 6 ball.
Now there you used all your options. I never considered the bank shot on the 4.
So this is what he's put on this game here, playing for a slight back cut bank cross side. Not a bad shot at all, but he's got to go around the table to be able to get to the 6 ball.
He's done that. Might get behind the 10. Whoa, Nelly.
He got there.
Oh, he stopped it just in time.
What a nice shot.
Good reins on that horse.
And it looks like he's landed so well that he can just go forward and out.
Mm-hmm. Simple.
Really.
Now a little sigh of relief and saying, I got there.
That was some seriously good
have
shooting
to close
there.
Now. I just have to close.
You know, knowing full well that he had to come up with a tougher shot. Played for the bank, got the bank, 3 rails around. Perfect.
And you called it very well because I didn't consider the bank shot on the 4-ball.
Happens
but you did,
when
and he did.
Playing small table. And he may have played that shot on a big table as well.
I agree.
Nice out.
On the hill is
Nice
Mr.
out.
Dominguez, the big O. And Skyler needs this one. You can't afford to let this one go.
Yeah, I was going to think back on that rack when he just needed 2 more balls to get to the hill.
Well, he just needed to get shape on the 9.
Right.
And he brushed the 10 and got behind it.
Check the Fargo ratings here and the percentages. Oscar's on the hill, and this Fargo rates say that he's 3-1.
Did that
favored.
change already?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I would think that he's, well, is it 3-1?
74% to 26%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of piecing it in my head. I guess he'd be 3-1 favored.
Needing 1 and his opponent needing 2. Well, he's going to get the break to win the match.
Correct.
So that does make him a little heavier favorite than 3-1. But would you bet 3-1?
No.
Come on, I'll bet you $1 against 3.
2-1 maybe. That ball didn't drop in the side pocket.
He broke open. He broke. Wow.
No. He made.
How many times have we seen that? I've never seen this before. To have balls that deep.
So deep.
This is the third. This was the 3rd or 4th time that I've seen this tournament. So deep in that same side pocket.
Got to ask Diamond that if that's their intent, because I know in the corner pockets they want to say that looking down the rail you shouldn't be able to see more than a certain percentage of ball, or less than a certain percentage of ball, 40% or something like that, and the ball has to drop. I don't know what it is for the side pocket because it does have more of a shelf there.
Skyler needs this one. Needs it in a big way. He'll come underneath that 6 over for the 4 in the lower corner.
This looks like a key shot here.
Right there, the 4. On that line of his cue stick that he just measured.
Shot.
Measured and executed. Fall forward. Actually, he's stunned forward.
Still fell over there.
You know, I know
issues
pros do that a lot. I need to start, picking that up. I like the way that way you make a full stroke instead of that little
bunt and roll.
Bunt and roll. 'Cause the bunt gets you in trouble. You see so many skids. You see so many things go wrong with the little bunts. Yeah. Here you go, folks. This is what you came for. Hill match. You guys on pay-per-view, if you're sitting in a chair, we sold you the seat, but you just need the edge. Sit on the edge because you're on the edge of the chair now. I got that from some old race commercial somewhere.
You know, that was
well
big
done.
to have such an easy out there.
I don't know that it was easy.
Well, I mean, he made a ball in the break and had a hanger 1 ball.
Any one of those shots could have lost you the match.
Sure. He didn't have to run out like Oscar did.
He wasn't challenged in every other shot. Wow. Nice going, Sky. Nice run, break and run.
Hill. This is what we want. This is what we want on the streaming table. Oscar coming over there and giving them the fist bump. Nice job. Here we go. Here's the man who won the lag.
Keep in mind, when it's hill, if you won the lag, you earned it. Oh,
What a brutal kiss. Got hit by 2 balls.
Got kissed twice.
Right in the pocket. Advantage, Sky Woodward. Wow. Oscar hit those balls pretty well. It got bumped by 2 balls, the 2 ball and the 1 ball.
Got it hurt into the corner pocket. I saw that a lot. I've seen a lot. That one. I think that has been the scratch of the tournament.
Yeah.
When people have lost it, they've been bumped 2 and 3 times into that corner pocket.
The corner pocket.
Yeah, and that one in particular.
How about the 7 ball? Any issue there? If it doesn't pass the 10 ball in this corner, it passes into the other corner.
It goes to the other corner. Yeah, it goes to the side. But he's coming. He'll be coming from the opposite direction, so he'll be playing it in the right-hand corner pocket past 3, which won't be there anymore. So
4 to the 5 is the key to this rack. Just make sure that he's got an angle. If he gets up straight, he can draw straight back.
That's a big lock.
Yeah.
That's a big key.
And
he's straight
in. Does the 7 pass?
He winced a little bit.
Every time he winces, it does pass, so he's going to draw straight back.
There you go. I didn't think it went.
But clearly, I mean, he didn't want to be shooting this shot, but the 7 passes, so you take it. Somebody sneezed right when he shot this ball.
You didn't hear it. He's focused. Look at him. He's focused. You didn't hear it. The only thing that concerns him is 3.5 by 7 inches.
Whoa.
By 7 feet, excuse me. 3.5 feet by 7.
A stop shot, and Oscar will concede. And there it is. What a great match. 9-9.
Guys.
Hill, and Skyler Woodward gets through it after Oscar Dominguez gets a very, very unfortunate roll. So Skyler Woodward moves on. Oscar's out. Great tournament for Oscar. George.
Thank you,
again,
Freddie.
Pleasure for this match with you. Great match again. And thanks for joining us, everybody. And we will see you
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Thank you.